Hello, by now most of you know that I had a massive issue with Google when I got to Kuwait. I'm reposting the video that YouTube support deleted when they did their investigation. They determined that it was uploaded by a nefarious source. It and all of the views with it are gone, but most importantly, this review video needs to be re-uploaded as it's intended to help people choose the right product. Whether or not you've seen it, please take the time to watch and comment if you got something out of it. Hello YouTubers, this is a noobifier. As part of my deployment, I wanted to choose the gear that would pack compact and also recreate as closely as possible what you're used to seeing and hearing from this channel. This was and is super important to me. Making content away from home is a familiar and enjoyable thing, and it's a great way to spend any minimal downtime that I have. It's also a great way to keep the content pumping and to keep the channel healthy. Spoiler warning, I'm sure that some of you may have noticed changes in the audio since I've left. I know that I can hear it, but I would hope that the majority of you haven't actually noticed it too much. Good audio is important for good content and brand identity here. I had originally planned to take the gear directly out of my studio, put it in a Pelican case, and hit the road. Luckily, I didn't need to get that extreme, so please indulge me as I tell you a story. Let's begin. I've used the SHURE SM7B for many years now. I swear by it, and I believe that its reputation of being a solid go-to microphone for podcasting is very well earned. Late October 2020, SHURE released the MV7, and it seemed almost as if SHURE knew that I was leaving and that I needed something a little bit special. A relatively compact USB microphone that was said to be designed to take the sound that we love from the SM7B and recreate that in a new form factor at a reasonable price point. That was a really bold statement, so I bought one and I tested it, and immediately I knew the studio gear could remain at home and I would deploy with this MV7. So since leaving home, all of the content published here has been done on the MV7, and I'm very happy with the results. The microphone sound quality has been in fact very close to the SM7B. So unboxing, who cares, right? As long as the box protects the product on the way to your house, it's good. I bought mine without a stand, but there are options on purchase. I already had a small stand that I wanted to use. You can get the MV7 in either black or glossy silver. It comes with a wire and a booklet. The input is handled by a micro USB and not USB-C, which at this price point in 2021 is simply unacceptable. You can suspend it like an SM7B or flip it around to work upright on a table. There are actually many connection options which offer something different. First is USB to PC. That uses an onboard DAC to process, and with the installed driver package, your PC gets a very clean signal. This is a major advantage as you don't need to buy multiple items to make it work. The second is you may elect to skip the onboard circuits and connect it directly with XLR. By bypassing the onboard DAC, you're free to connect to whatever mic amp you may already have or need to get specific extra functionality. Adding a mixer for streaming or recording many sources at once is always an option. To do that, you would need a mic amp such as a Scarlett 2i2, but you don't need a cloud lifter like the SM7B to drive it, as it has a much more manageable impedance. The third option is actually pretty interesting, which is USB to iOS Lightning or Android. SHURE is a set of mobile apps, so you could use this as your main source, or set it up as a backup for very important interviews or podcasts. Basically, if things are important and things go bad, this will give you an easy second source that you can use on your mobile. It's all metal construction and very durable. On the rear, you have a 1/8-inch jack for connecting real-time live monitor. You can control the volume on the monitor directly on the microphone. There's a mute button with a red LED that's super convenient, and on the other side you have a mode button. The mode switches control from monitor volume in orange and microphone gain in green. You can roll your finger over the screen to adjust, and I very much like this implementation. It's very easy to use without having to look at the mic and quite modern looking, but I do always wonder how modern it's going to look in 10 years. So, who is this microphone for, aside from me? We're working from home in record numbers, and some people want to boost their sound quality for virtual meetings. Not using the laptop or the webcam microphone reduces interference and makes it very easy for others to hear you for hours at a time. That's definitely one use case, but the person that this is really meant for is the podcaster, broadcaster, who's looking for a budget-friendly option. Deep, clear bass, great ambient reduction, and that results in superior quality for your content. And that's about all I would like to say about that. I hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to thank you for your support and understanding as I try to multitask my career and my hobby of making content for you. I'm really excited to be able to do both. All the links are in the description. Record safe, and I will see you in the verse. Let's see if I can do this on one take. Hello YouTubers, this is the noobifier. I'm testing the SM7B versus the MV7 microphone. Both are advertised as being superior in quality for podcasting and broadcasting. I've used the SM7B for several years now. I swear by it and I've suggested it to friends. So now that I'm leaving for 6 months, I want to maintain my high quality, but I also want to simplify my portable kit. In late October, SHURE released the MV7, a small USB-powered microphone that was said to be the perfect challenger to the SM7B for podcasting and broadcasting. I'm recording both on 2 computers on 2 instances of Audition. They're gain normalized so that you can compare. Right?